All right, folks, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's have some fun, talk about this 2024 election, the primaries. Joining us now, Mark Simone, WOR radio show host, just rated the second most listened to in the entire country. Not just New York. You're number one in New York.
Hemisphere.
In
world.
in the solar system.
Galaxy.
Fantastic. And Joe Concha, media and politics columnist at The Messenger and Fox News contributor. I got to play this Trump montage. It's a holiday message to all of us. Please take a listen.
Not one thing has gotten better under crooked Joe Biden. Under the Trump administration, you were better off. Oh, you were better off. Your family was better off. I will never let the Trump tax cuts, and they are the biggest tax cuts in the history of our country, I will never let them be taken away from you. And with your vote in this election, we will cut your taxes even further. That's on my first day back in the White House, I will terminate every open borders policy of the Biden administration. I will end Joe Biden's war on American energy, and we will drill, baby, drill.
I'm just saying, you know, not only is he on message, he communicates it better than anyone else. All right? He is a great communicator, straightforward. So, Mark, I'll start with you. He's up. He's got 60% almost in Iowa. He's way ahead of Nikki Haley. He's way ahead of DeSantis. Incidentally, the Real Clear Politics shows him way up, too. But polls aren't votes.
No, and it was pathetic watching these Sunday shows try to prop up Nikki Haley. Trump calls them milk. She's 3%. This guy's 2%. The other one's 1%. She may pass Ron DeSantis, but there's still almost 50 points behind. It's a landslide.
Not in New Hampshire. Now, I want to ask you about New Hampshire. Mm-hmm. The latest poll, Haley is 15 down to Trump in New Hampshire. It's narrowed. Now, I don't know what that means. If Trump won big in Iowa, maybe that. But just talk to me about it.
Okay, so CBS poll that's just out, Trump 44, Haley 29. We've never seen a second place contender to Trump that high and that close before. It's still a 15-point lead, mind you. The only scenario that could work out for Nikki Haley in possibly winning the nomination, and this is a long shot, but I'll throw it out there anyway, it would require Chris Christie and Ron DeSantis after Iowa to drop out, because you got to think that most of the support behind them, 10, 11%, then goes to Haley. Then suddenly you're within the margin of error. But they're not going to drop out before New Hampshire. Christie is betting completely on New Hampshire, and Ron DeSantis has burned far too many calories to just drop out after one state at this point. That's a scenario, but it's an unlikely one, Larry.
People forget the bottom half of New Hampshire, where all the population is
Boston.
It's a very, very liberal place.
Yeah.
It's all Boston media, so
there are a lot of rhinos down there.
Very anti-Trump.
It's also an open primary, so anybody can vote in it.
Yeah.
That helps Haley.
But Trump romped in New Hampshire back in 2016. He romped. He lost by a whisker in Iowa.
To Cruz.
And then had a huge win in New Hampshire. And it's like that ended it, did it the next week or two in South Carolina. Just saying, well, I don't know about these polls in New Hampshire. I think because Trump hadn't been there enough, now he's rectifying that by going there.
Yeah. And Nikki Haley really, I hate to say it, she's the Republican Hillary Clinton. So he beat Hillary, he'll beat Nikki.
It's the holiday season, Joe. I'm a little more, you know, ecumenical about all this.
Yes.
Magnanimous. Thank you for that. You're a very
SAT
good
word.
wordsmith. Speaking of non-magnanimous, however, why is Harvard giving Claudine Gay plagiarism privilege? That's the editorial in today's Wall Street Journal by Ms. Carol Swain, Professor Carol Swain. The Boston Globe is on her case. I just want to raise this again. The Boston Globe, the Harvard Crimson is on her case.
That's right.
How can Harvard? She's not going to survive. I'm going to predict she won't survive.
We save the tape around here. I think she will.
Yeah.
Just based on the fact that
I'll probably be wrong. But
for obvious reasons. No, you have a very good case. Logically, she should not survive because she said she did nothing wrong, yet she's making all these corrections now on all these papers.
And they have the rules. Boston Globe, of all places, a liberal paper, for heaven's sake. But they've done side by side. Here are the Harvard rules, and here what she did. And I think the Crimson probably did the same thing, but I didn't read the article. So how can she stand? This is the worst kind of left-wing social policy to promote someone who, first of all, broke the law, broke the principles, and frankly was not qualified to be president.
Only because Harvard is so wealthy. They have $50 billion in the endowment, which throws off, I don't know, $3-4 billion a year. The whole budget of Harvard is only $1 billion a year. They can finance themselves forever, and they can withstand anything. Donors leaving anything.
Here's the thing. Even if you get rid of Claudine Gay, the Crimson, the school newspaper, did a poll of all the professors that are there, and they asked, what ideology do you think you conform to? 97% said somewhat or very liberal, less than 2% conservative. Get rid of the president, you still have a cancer there in terms of non-diversity of ideas.
But at least they can clean up this plagiarism thing. Look, the battle is to stop anti-Semitism at Harvard. Harvard has not won that battle.
Depends on the context.
Depends on the context. Good God.
Genocide is context. Go figure.
Happy holidays. Mark, Simone, Joe, Concha, congratulations on your new ratings.
Congratulations to you on your
Thank you for
ratings.
coming on. Yeah,
I'm filling in for him tomorrow. That's a lot of pressure.
We took the year. Oh, that's very cool.